How much respect did Thanos have for Iron Man? The first time they met, Thanos immediately called Tony by name.
You know me?
I do.
Later on Titan, Tony was already badly injured, but Thanos still used multiple Infinity Stones to finish him off. And remember, against Doctor Strange, Thanos usually only used 1 or 2 stones, but against Iron Man, he basically unleashed the full power of the gauntlet. That shows how seriously he viewed Tony. Marvel fans also noticed Thanos' skin color changed across different movies. At the end of the Avengers, he was dark purple. In Guardians of the Galaxy, he looked more blue-purple. In the Age of Ultron post-credit scene, he became lighter purple. Then, in Infinity War and Endgame, his skin turned a much deeper purple again. For a villain Marvel spent 10 years building up, even small visual details were carefully adjusted. Here's another detail most people missed. During the team fight against Thanos, Mantis briefly strikes his forehead. If you slow the scene down, you can see a small dent appear for a split second before instantly healing. This was likely Marvel hinting at Thanos' incredible healing ability. Later, after collecting all 6 Infinity Stones, Thanos gets hit in the chest by Thor's Stormbreaker. Even though he still snaps his fingers, he's clearly injured. If you pause the scene, green energy appears around the wound. He's using the Time Stone to heal himself, which explains why no scars remain later. So, how many people disappeared after the snap? Captain Marvel's post-credit scene gives us an answer. Black Widow and Captain America monitored global numbers showing around 3.2 billion people vanished. More than 27 million disappeared in Kenya. Over 60 million vanished in Japan. And more than 100 million disappeared in the United States. Those numbers showed just how terrifying half of all life really was. Now let's talk about Gamora. In Infinity War, she believed Thanos never truly loved her. But there's one small detail people missed. When Red Skull suddenly appears on Vormir, Thanos instinctively raises his arm to protect Gamora before realizing there's no danger. That quick reaction proves his feelings for her were real. Here's another hidden detail. In Thor, Ragnarok, Hela sees an Infinity Gauntlet and calls it fake. Most people know it's fake, but not why. Because that gauntlet is designed for the right hand, while the real Infinity Gauntlet is worn on the left. In Endgame, Captain America lifting Thor's hammer was one of Marvel's most exciting moments. And if you zoom in during the fight, after Cap's hammer and shield combo, Thanos is hit hard enough that spit flies from his mouth and his lip gets cut. Marvel really paid attention to combat details. Finally, during the final battle, Thor keeps aiming for Thanos' head. The reason goes back to Infinity War, when Thanos told him, "You should have gone for the head." Thor clearly never forgot that line. There's also another detail many viewers missed. Iron Man once uses Thor's lightning to power up his strongest nano attack, but Thanos blocks it with his double-edged sword. If you pause the scene, you'll notice Thanos' hand barely moves. He simply holds the center, while the blade spins on its own. That's what makes Thanos so dangerous, not just his power, but his battle experience too.